Guys, good morning. We're team 2. My name is Lucas Liu. I'm a senior finance major.
I'm Alondra. I'm an international business major and I'm a junior.
I'm Evan. I'm a marketing major and I'm a senior.
So today we're going to be talking about a company that many of you might not know. It's not very famous. So yeah, for those who don't know, that's Apple. And we're going to be talking a little bit about careers in our fields and also careers that we find interesting at Apple. I want to kick things off with careers in finance, which is my field. And to give you some context, finance is a very broad field, so you can choose from many different areas, many different companies, obviously, and basically it all comes down to the balance that you want to have there. So you got to choose your hours. Do you want to be remote or in person? The location, obviously the field, work-life balance, that's very important, and salary, that's also very important. And when you get that together, you can find whatever you want to work on. That's something very interesting about finance, which is this thing about being very broad. It gives you a lot of opportunity for growth, but it also makes it very competitive. So you can get a job in finance, but if you want to be at the top, it's going to be very competitive. Now I want to talk about 2 careers that I find very interesting in finance. The first one will be private equity. So private equity works similar to a mutual fund, where a pool of investors, they give you their money and you invest it for them. So when you hear someone say, hey, we bought this company 2 years ago, we sold it today for 10x, that's private equity basically. I think it's very nice because of its dynamics. So it's not like your regular 9-to-5 job where you sit all day doing the same thing. It's very dynamic. You get to meet very many important people, and you do a lot of things differently every day. So that's really gets me. And also the earnings, they're uncapped. So depending on what you do, if you want to create your own company, if you want to be at the top, this is a very good field to be in. So would I pursue it? Yes, absolutely, especially because of the dynamics and the earnings potential. The second one I want to talk about is wealth management. So wealth managers, they're basically financial advisors. So they assist you in protecting your assets and transferring your wealth. I don't think it's as interesting as private equity because first, it'll be way harder to make a lot of money here. The possibility of being an average wealth manager is way higher than creating your own company and getting big. So this is one thing that I don't like about it. And the other thing is that you don't really get to get what you do for it. So what I mean by that is you can work as hard as you can, but you can get your biggest client to dump you in one day. So it doesn't really depend on what you do. It's very reliant on what your clients want to do. So that's one thing that I don't like about it. And because of those 2 things, I wouldn't pursue it. And after that, I want to talk about the careers at Apple. So the 2 that I chose are the financial analyst for services and the financial analyst for AppleCare. So the financial analyst for services, it's basically a finance role that deals with Apple Music, Apple Intelligence, and all of the other different services Apple provides. So salaries are about $150K a year. It's very good. It's a very solid company, so it'll be very good. In the AppleCare, it's basically the same thing, but just for AppleCare. If you guys don't know, AppleCare is that thing, when you break a phone and they fix it for free, that's AppleCare. And you also make about $150K a year. And that's it. Those are the 2 careers at Apple. I wouldn't personally pursue neither of them because I don't really like the corporate ladder thing. But if you want to have a solid job, make good money, it's a very good option for you. Now I want to jump on to Evan, who's going to talk a little bit about careers in marketing.
Thank you.
It just won't move.
Wrong one.
Yeah.
All right, marketing. Raise your hands. How many people in here are a marketing major? All right. Yeah, a lot of you. Okay. So you guys are probably familiar with the 4 Ps. If you're not, basically it's product, place, price, and promotion. These are the 4 kind of main focuses of marketing. And basically an overview of this is that it's a process of identifying what the customer needs and wants, and then finding ways to deliver those offerings in a way to provide that value that customers are looking for. And basically just you want to build awareness and generate demand to grow the market share, and also just build customer loyalty. So some job opportunities in marketing, I listed a decent amount right here. As you can see, there's categories from, creative roles, strategy roles, data literacy roles, communication, and those are some of the main, skills that employers are looking for. And I think that in college, you definitely get a lot of it. So a college degree is definitely something you want to have if you're trying to pursue any of these jobs. At Apple, so basically Apple's marketing strategy focuses on storytelling, emotional connection, brand identity, and kind of who they are and what they stand for, rather than, hey, our product is better than this product because X, Y, Z. And Steve Jobs said that we believe that people with passion can change the world for the better. And that kind of just shows that they want people to use their products to keep innovating, which is one of Apple's core values as well. And another quote that I really like from him is that people don't know what they want, until you show it to them, which is really what marketing is focused on. You want to make sure that the customer feels the need that to use their product. Like, how many people have an Apple Watch? So did you originally think that you were going to use it when it came out? Anyone want to respond? Yeah. So I think, in my opinion, that I wasn't going to get one until I kept getting the marketing ads over and over. So it just shows how Apple's marketing is really effective. So if you want to work there and have a marketing job, they focus on these 4 categories, which are product marketing, services marketing, marketing communications, and corporate communications as well. So just a very brief overview of these. So product marketing is you're going to oversee the product life cycle, development launches, and just collaborate with other teams like the finance team, engineering team, international marketing team, etc. Services marketing, you want to focus on services like Apple Pay and iCloud, kind of what Lucas was saying earlier. And then you can work in digital marketing, partnership, content marketing, and also ecosystem marketing. And marketing communications, you're just gonna craft messages for the world to know about Apple products. So kind of like those slogans you see on the boards and things of that nature. And then corporate communications, you're basically communicating about it's pretty similar to marketing communications, to be honest, but you're really focusing more on company values and working with other public relations companies and corporations. So some career opportunities, I chose 2 jobs. One of them is more experienced, and the other one is one you can get pretty fresh out of college. This one is the digital marketing analyst. Basically, you just include working with business models, assessing the business needs, and creating and maintaining taxonomies. And on LinkedIn, it said a lot of FAU alumni work here. I'm not sure if it was talking about the job itself or just the company, but there's definitely a lot of opportunity for FAU students to work here. And then you just need 3 to 5 years in data or marketing analytics and a bachelor's degree. So if you have an internship in this field in college, then you're already set to go right off the jump. And then salary, very good, $117,000, and then it goes up to $176,000. And then you also get all your benefits that you want. You can also have stock in Apple. That's a good perk as well. And then as a marketing producer, this is a little bit more down the timeline. This is once you have a few years of experience, but the salary is very nice. It's $140,000 to $210,000. And there's, again, opportunity to become a shareholder and all the same benefits. You do need 7 years of experience working with campaign project work, so I would try to maybe get 1 job and then transition into this one after. And these are all, this one's located in Culver City, but they have offices in Arizona, Nevada, California, various states. Then I'll pass it over to Alondra for international.
So I'm going to talk, like I said, I'm an international business major, so we're going to talk about the international business aspect of just the business world and Apple as a company. So first, I'm going to just do a brief overview of what international business is. So like it's in the name, it's just business that's done internationally, but it encompasses any alliances, exports and imports between countries internationally, foreign investments that a company may do to help create a new company, any logistics that have to do with the business, such as exports, like I said, finding materials that can be done in third world countries, and then licensing and franchising that also can be done internationally. So there's different components of international business. The first one's multinational corporations, which are just any companies that have operations in other countries, like Apple, which I'm going to explain later on. Then we also have global supply chain and logistics, which is, it encompasses the whole flow of the goods and supplies. It can start from sourcing raw materials and finish with the delivery of the final product. And one important part of global supply chain is low-cost country sourcing, which is just where companies go find the cheapest country where they can find the materials and labor, which is what a lot of companies do. Then we also have international trade and compliance, which are just tariffs, any trade agreements, and complying to international laws that can hinder or cause problems with the company. And then we have global marketing, because international business encompasses a lot of different skills that you learn in different things like marketing and finance. So yeah. So Apple operates in operates in multiple countries. So that's why that's part of its international business. And when you get a Apple product on the box, you may see that it can say assembled in Vietnam but designed by Apple in California. That's just part of its global supply chain, because it sources its materials and labor in different countries, but it's designed here domestically. A lot of companies use cheap labor in China, like Apple, because it's just cheap and it's better for their prices. And then their international marketing, like this one was their Glad I Met You. Like Evan said, Apple uses storytelling in their marketing. So when they do international marketing, they want to hear to the people that they're seeing. So this one just talked about the Lunar New Year campaign, which here to the Chinese people, and then this one was also the Ramadan campaign. Now we're going to talk about career opportunities. The first one is Global Supply Chain Manager, which is just overseeing the entire life cycle of a product, starting from sourcing the raw materials, getting foreign vendors, investments, anything that could do with making sure the product is perfect for and then for this job, you need a bachelor's degree in international business, but you could also get a bachelor's degree in supply chain management. And you work with a lot of people across the country, so you're working different time zones. You may require travel, so these jobs are perfect for anybody who wants to work internationally abroad. The salary begins at $65,000, but the highest can go to $115,000 to $160,000. And many of these jobs are found in international hubs, like Los Angeles, Singapore, Seattle, where there's a lot of international business negotiations happening. And then next, we have an international business consultant, which just solves all the problems for a company. They help them enter into foreign markets, make sure they're making the correct investments in foreign markets that are gonna bring the most money to their company. Part of their job is they have to analyze trends, see any risks to see if what they're investing in is good or not. So you need to have expertise in the foreign trade. To get this job, you would need an international business degree, but you would also need a master's, so your MBA would be good, and you could specialize in consulting or international business. This one requires more travel than the previous job I said, so you need to adopt to the different cultures and the different norms that are in those countries. On the entry level salary, you could start from $90,000 to $110,000, but once you reach senior level, you could get your salary over $250,000. And this job as well is located in international hubs like Singapore, London, and New York. And now we're going to talk about international business careers that are found at Apple. The first one is international business development, and then global operations. For an international business development job, you're going to try to drive the global growth of the company, so make sure that they're doing well in the foreign markets. You want to expand their global presence and secure economic opportunities. And a big part of this one is creating strategic relationships between different countries. And then global operations, you just manage and secure the global materials for any products, supplier relationships, making sure you're creating long-term relationships that are gonna be good for the company in the long run. And you're also managing manufacturing partners worldwide and anything like that. And then, yeah, that's it. So we hope you learn different career opportunities for marketing, finance, and international business, and learn different things that maybe you didn't know, that different career opportunities that Apple has to offer. And not just, you would think technology, but their business opportunities are also big.
Any question, guys?
Actually, I have one, and it's kind of for everyone. Apple Watch. Who said they had an Apple Watch? Do you need it?
No.
That's my biggest thing. No one needs an Apple Watch, but they're just so damn sexy. Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Group 3.
Dad, turn your phone off.
Oh, yeah, thank you.